is not active enough. It's simply that he's already bringing up the bad state of the economy, improving it. But when people wake up, they want to see miracles, and that is what makes them to complain. It's like a situation of where somebody pulled down a house up to the foundation. If you want to rebuild that house, you have to redig the foundation and do a proper foundation before you start putting the blocks. That is what the APC has been doing. And without doing that, we will just end up the way the PDP ended up messing up the economy. I want to assure Nigerians with faith in what President Buhari and the APC are doing now. This time next year, people will be clapping for President Buhari because the economy is on the economy is on the rise, and people will see that things are working better than what Jonathan did before he left.
The metaphor of pulling down and rebuilding is very good, sir. It was very easy for the APC to pull down the PDP during the campaign, to show all the things that we couldn't do right and how much we damaged the system and how bad PDP was. Now that you are in government, you are finding it more difficult. You realize it's not that easy to govern. No. Let me tell you something. This president, from the beginning, has done things and said things that has undermined the possibility of him succeeding. I'll give you one example. The minute the president of Nigeria said with his own mouth that his main interest is in 97% of people who voted for him and not the people who voted for him 5%, he's already damaged the system. Nobody can trust him anymore. And that's why you have discord in the southeast, discord in the south-south, discord everywhere in this country, because nobody can trust the president that he actually represents them. Number two, the president of Nigeria said ministers are mere noisemakers. Once you said that, and then he showed it in his action. Everything he says, we see it in his action. When he said that his interest is in the 97% of people who voted for him, he showed it in his first key 34 appointments. The first key 34 appointments reflected the people whose interest he was trying to take care of. The people who voted for him, 97%. So you had, out of 34, 27 of the appointments went to the north, 13 from his own northwest, 7 from northeast, 7 from north central, and only 4 from south-south, and only 3 from southwest, and 0 from southeast. Who is going to trust you once you do that? Secondly, the president said ministers are just noisemakers. And what did he do? 6 months he did not appoint ministers. Do you know the implication of that on the economy? From that day on, the stock market went down. From that day on, the GDP started going down. Direct foreign investment went down. Everything the president does, the naira went down the drain. All of it is an indication of the incompetence of this president. Do you know what everybody is saying about him now in Washington and in London? The people who supported him. In America, they're saying he has betrayed democracy because he has spent all his time, since the day he defied the judgment of Justice Ademola, everybody said, and I quote from Washington Times of 18 November 2015, that what the president did, he compromised judicial independence and it became a threat to the growth of democracy by defying the order of the court. No matter what the person has done, but guess what? The President Buhari said something also. He said with his own mouth that the lawyers should not defend criminals, implying that if you are said to be a criminal, if you are accused of committing a crime, you're already guilty. That is Sharia law. That is not the law of the land of this country.
Now, let me comment at this time. I want to bring you back to focus. The topic we have here is not to analyze what Buhari has been doing. It is about credible opposition.
That's what you're getting now. What I am saying now is the work of the opposition, sir. Let me finish. That is to point out to Nigerians why we are having problems. I am doing the work of the opposition for you right now.
Okay. You are not doing the work of opposition. The PDP is in a slumber. And what an opposition party should do is to offer constructive suggestions, constructive alternatives to what the government is doing. When the APC is in opposition, we would criticize what the government did and offer viable alternatives.
And you said what you're going to do.
That is
and
what,
you didn't do anything.
That is what.
Let me finish. You made promises.
You don't need to interrupt me.
Anything.
Don't interrupt me. I kept quiet for you.
No, I'm going to be quiet now.
No. Just let me finish.
Go ahead.
So the issue is talk to Nigerians whether the PDP is providing a viable opposition to what the APC is doing.
So are you waiting? The question that someone's asking here is, are you waiting for the PDP to be an opposition before you save the economy, or
no, we are not waiting.
Salvage the situation as it is.
We are not waiting. We are not resting, because if the government had not been proactive since May 29, Nigeria probably would not be where we are today. We probably would have even gone haywire, because the PDP ran this country bankrupt, and with Naira, with the production of crude falling in quantity, with Naira losing its value against the dollar, what do you expect? Our economy is mono-based. It's a mono-based economy. And so we are still dependent on whatever we're able to get from crude oil. And the government has started various programs to make sure that we have alternative sources of income for foreign currency to come into this country. Our problem is simply because some people ran the economy down, and we are doing everything, and every Nigerian would agree that this is on course, except maybe the PDP leaders who are busy trying to bring down everything that the government is doing.
This country has always had problems with corruption from the First Republic, sir. You remember the First Republic? Everybody, all our politicians sending money to Swiss accounts. Every government that is coming to power has complained about the state of the economy, the corruption in the system with the party before. The point is, when you get into power,